As business leaders navigate challenges of global uncertainty and look to shield cash, ESG, or environmental, social, and governance initiatives are often sidelined in favor of tried and true profit-making moves. It's up to people like KPMG's ESG chief John McCalla-Leacy to convince clients that ESG is the right method for unlocking unprecedented growth.
John, how do you position the importance of ESG to companies and make sure it's an actual priority for them, just given all of the economic pressures they're currently facing?
Well, Michael, 2010 and 2019 was the warmest decade on record, with global surface temperatures increasing faster since 1970 than in any other 50-year period, and get this, Michael, in the last 2,000 years. Now, all of this clearly creates a huge impact on human life, but it also impacts businesses, supply chains, economies. It causes disruption, and it also drives cost pressures. ESG is also important because a number of stakeholders are demanding it of companies, and that includes our employees, customers, investors, business-to-business partners, and of course regulators. This is why ESG is important to businesses. And businesses that fail to address these issues, but businesses also that fail to embrace the many opportunities associated with moving to a low carbon economy, well, they will simply be unable to create sustainable value over the long term by ensuring that their companies are resilient to climate change and other ESG related impacts.
What are some of the new technologies needed to actually achieve net zero?
Well, Michael, reaching net zero requires bridging many factors, including across climate, energy, nature, and also social aspects. And we must shift towards renewables. We need energy innovation such as CCUS, which is carbon capture, usage, and storage. We need hydrogen. We need battery storage. We need all of this hand in hand with wind, with solar, with tidal energy, and more. Now, we need to decarbonize our built environment. That really means making existing building stock more energy efficient and building new infrastructure right from the start to be net zero in operation, but also in terms of how it's constructed. We need to decarbonize transportation. And we're seeing, aren't we, a boom in EVs. But also, if you take one example, if we look at shipping, 80% of world trade is transported via ships, and that accounts for around about 3% of global emissions, which is driving innovations like green ammonia in shipping. It's really important that we focus on data, and we see here the role of innovations like AI have the real potential to turbocharge this and also many other important areas that we need to get to net zero.
When we look at venture firms, what role do they play in the fight against climate change?
275 trillion, important number. This is the number which is estimated by Force for Good, which will be the cost between 2020 to 2050 to transition the whole global economy to one which is a net zero or low carbon economy. $275 trillion. The scale of opportunity, Michael, is like none we have ever seen before, and venture firms can lead the way in providing capital to foster the innovation that we need.
Do governments and investors understand the magnitude of opportunity here, or is there a mindset that needs to be shifted?
When we look at democracies that often work in electoral terms, that can lead to cycles of what I would say slightly shorter term thinking in this regard. Now, considering ESG, there are significant issues that require much more than simply a 4 or a 5 year horizon. Now, in the immediate term, though, I think there's a risk of that political, that anti-woke rhetoric which threatens investments in ESG, but we need to get past this, Michael, because for a lot of these innovations, they're simply better products. And why would you not invest fundamentally in a better product? So these new products are effectively substitute goods. And with all substitute goods, the objective is to make it better or cheaper. It's not just about ESG, it's about innovation. And as I said it before, I'll say it again, it's about sustainable value creation.
And speaking of this sustainable value creation, there is enough data now to show how lucrative it is just from an investor perspective.
There certainly is. The data's there and the data is growing. And what we really need is for individuals, for venture firms, for startups, for scale up, to lean into that data, to lean into that change. We talked before, didn't we, Michael? And we said that this change is coming. Standards are coming in place thick and fast. They're coming in soon. And we see that the impact that we're seeing now is that this is a real board and C-suite agenda item. And we know, for example, we know that companies that measure scopes 1, scopes 2 and scopes 3, they can realize savings. So we're seeing the savings realization, we're seeing this at board level or C-suite level, and also we're seeing it driving greater accountability. So all of these impacts are coming through, and we see this only growing over time.